I'm Emily Duplessis from Rental Rookie, and today I'm going to answer the question, is there a benefit to selling a rental property that was a primary residence? So the whole idea here is that you owned a property, you lived in it for a little while, and then you moved out, you rented it, and now you're getting ready to sell it, right? So that's the trajectory of the concept that I'm going to talk about here in this video. And it's one that we have done in our own investing as well. So the question is, are there benefits to that? And yes, there are. What we found in our own journey of doing this is that when we bought a property, we lived in it, we were able to, one, get into it with a lower down payment, which was great. And so we lived in it for a while, we turned it into a rental, we made some money. Now when we went to sell it, what happened was that because of tax law, and again with taxes, you're always going to want to check with the CPA or check the IRS guidelines because things can change all the time with different administration, different tax reform. But when we did this, what we found was that when we moved out of our primary residence, we had a window of 3 years where we could sell the property. And if we sold the property within that 3-year window, we did not have to pay capital gains tax on the profit from the sale of the property. And that was because it was our primary residence. We lived in that residence for 5 years. And so because of that, whenever we moved out, we rented it out for about 2.5 years. And just about probably within the last 6 months of that 3-year window, we sold it and we were able to take our, around 50 grand that we made on the sale of our property. And we were able to take that tax-free and roll it into another property. So, there is definitely, if you're going to go this one avenue of house hacking where you buy it and you live in it, you turn it into a rental, and then down the road you sell it, there are definitely benefits to selling a rental property that was your primary residence. The thing that you're going to want to check are the guidelines, because those things can change. It could be 3 years, it could change to 5 years, it could go away completely in the future. So definitely something that you're going to want to ask a CPA about, or check the IRS guidelines just to make sure that it is up to date. But it was definitely a great strategy for us because the market had moved so much in the 7.5 years that we owned the property. The market went up, the housing market went up, and prices and values went up so much that it would have taken us so much longer had we kept it for another 5 years, sold it, and then had to pay capital gains tax on it. We would have about broke even. So it just made sense for us on the strategy level to sell, even though we liked the property and we wanted to hold on to it and we knew the value would continue to go up. Once you play into the fact that you have to pay the capital gains tax, then you have to start weighing out, okay, timeline-wise, how much longer would I have to hold that property, and what would I have to sell it for in order to make the exact same amount that I can make right now by selling it and getting all of my profits tax-free. So definitely something that you're going to want to think about if you're thinking of going down that road.